Hey family, as we're all laboring for Christ, as we're all trying to reach people with the gospel, people that we meet, family members, friends, we are one team. And each one of us has different gifts. And we will all be held accountable for how we use those gifts to do God's business for his glory. And Paul is stressing that as he's talking about, further on talking about Apollos and Paul and their work as servants, he's showing that they're one, they're a team. Nobody's greater or better than another, but each, even though they're a team, has their own gifting and will hold separately accountable for what they did with their gifts. And he talks about that in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, starting with verse 8. He says, he who plants and he who waters the same. So it's talking about the harvest. You got the harvest, and to do that, you plant the seed, and that's the first person that kind of talks to the person or connects with the person, maybe shares the gospel with the person, and they might get that seed planted in them. But then another person, maybe later on the day, maybe 20 years from now, the other person comes up and shares the gospel, shares a testimony or something with them that waters that seed that was first planted by that first person. And then God, we see that he makes it grow. We learned from yesterday. But what we're supposed to do is use those giftings that we were given to be part of that team. Now, your gift may be evangelism. Maybe you're the person who goes out in the street and goes and talks to people about Jesus, and maybe that's you. Maybe you're more of the disciple maker, the relational person where you come next to somebody and man, let me just show you what this walk's really about. Like, this person led you to Jesus. Let me take you on and tell you what the Bible's about, what God's about, and what steps you need to take. Maybe you're the encourager that you see somebody and man, you just see all this awesomeness in them and how they can use it for God, and you point that out to them and you cheerlead for them. Maybe you're that giver that helps give the resources to help somebody who might have the zeal for God and the passion, but just doesn't have the resources to do it. Whatever it is, everybody's got their part in this team that we call church, and that's us, the body of believers, as we serve God. But one day, we will all be held accountable for the gifts that we had. Did you plant a seed? When that person was walking by you and didn't know anything about Jesus and you could have shared with them? Did you water it? When you saw some new person come to your church that's never been there before, accepted Jesus for the first time, did you just let them walk home? Or did you take them out for coffee? Explain to them what this gospel is really about and what their next steps are. Either way, we'll be held accountable. So let's start today and every day seeing what seeds we can plant and how we can water those seeds. And let God do the rest. Let them grow and multiply as the kingdom glorifies God. Amen. All right, family. You guys have a blessed day.